halfway through the work week.
Finally,
Yay!
yeah.
I'm here with Per Ohstrom today, and Per is going to talk to us about using TapRooT for smaller investigations.
Yeah, we oftentimes hear from our customers that they want something, some way of investigating incidents that is quick and dirty, as it were, something that's easy to do, easy for everyone involved to understand, and they use methods like 5 whys instead of using TapRooT.
Don't do that.
No, and we see a lot of problems with 5 whys. Sometimes they will work if the team that does the investigation is well put together and you have all kinds of knowledge on the team, you know, engineering, human factors, maybe industrial hygienists, maybe supply chain people. But oftentimes you don't. So the shortcoming then becomes that you can only investigate the kind of stuff that you already know. And if a hammer is your only tool, then all your problems are going to start looking like nails.
Very good example.
And oftentimes, you know, they don't go out and actually look at the site where the incident happened, but people sit in a room and they brainstorm and they put up sticky notes on the wall and they write down, you know, their guesses and their observations. It usually what happens is they just identify the symptoms, not the real root causes.
Right, and that's not going to get you where you want to be. That's going to get you good enough results, and that's not what we're looking for here.
No. You need to really get to the root cause. You need to really understand what happened. And if you do a 5 whys type analysis, chances are that you will only get to the causal factors. And if you do get to root causes, you'll only get to maybe one root cause. And it's very, very rare that there's only one root cause to an incident. So even if you do corrective actions on that one root cause, chances are that you're not going to fix the actual problem, but you'll fix part of it. And then what's going to happen in a few weeks or a few months? Well, the same thing is going to happen again.
Right.
Yep. So we see also, if you have more than one team working on the same investigation, they will not get the same results. And of course, that's a disadvantage of having the issues not being, the results not being repeatable, because if you don't investigate it kind of in the same vein or using the same methodology, you can't really track and trend, and you can't compare one issue with another.
Right. You want to be consistent, and being consistent is using TapRooT, and you always have the whole team is going to have the same result each time.
Right. And even if the team members are really knowledgeable and they know how to do investigations and they have done investigations before, they will have different frames of reference. Chris Valley, one of the guys working here at TapRooT, he has an excellent example he uses in class. He will ask people if they know the different directions on the compass.
Oh, yeah.
And people will say, yeah, we know north and south and east and west.
Yeah.
And then the next question is, point out north. And I mean, people will point in all different directions sitting in a room. Yeah, because they know the concept, but they don't have the same kind of spatial orientation.
Right.
And that's exactly the same kind of issues you will end up when they try to do investigations.
Right.
So,
do you have, we're going to show a slide?
Yeah. Let's take a look at this simple picture. Even for small incidents, it really is a good idea to use the TapRooT approach. You might invest a little bit more time in the process up front, as compared to just asking, 5 whys quickly, talking to a few people. But if you do your work up front, you're going to save a lot of time at the back end. So it's not going to be an issue of implementing bad corrective actions that you then have to go back and try again. But if you do a root cause analysis, you start by drawing a timeline. Right? We call it a snap chart, and the snap chart is an excellent tool for showing you the sequence of events and also, the time relationship between them. What happened before the incident? What happened after the incident? we also encourage people, of course, to go out and look. And when we teach TapRooT or when we do TapRooT investigations, we help out with on a consulting basis. We always make sure to interview people that know something about the incident. And by doing this, we can identify what the causal factors are. You know, the factors that actually caused this incident to happen, or that made it worse, or that failed to stop it. And if you use any other methodology, this is about as far as you get, and you think that the causal factor is the root cause. It's not. So in the TapRooT methodology, you take each causal factor and you run them through the root cause tree in order to identify the basic causes, but also the root causes of each causal factor. So for an incident, you might have several causal factors, and for each causal factor, you might have several root causes. So it's a very thorough approach and a very good way of getting to what was really wrong. And then when you really understand the root causes of an incident, you can write corrective actions that are effective and that will actually correct the problem. And you won't have to deal with the same issue again in a few weeks or a few months. And of course, using TapRooT allows you to track and trend and follow up on the results of investigations. So you can improve your process, you can improve your system over time. And that's what it's all about, continuous improvement. So I'd say in conclusion that TapRooT helps you, doesn't only align you and helps to give you a common approach, but it also helps you to kind of speak the same language. And you don't end up with confusion which way is east or west, but you actually, you talk about causal factors, you talk about the snapshot, you talk about the root causes, and people are on the same sheet of music, they understand what it's all about. And the great thing is that it's not very difficult to learn TapRooT. You can do it in one of our 2-day classes, or you can do it in a 5-day course. And once you are trained, you are fully qualified to use TapRooT, and you will have results that are better than using 5-Whys.
Right. So in summary, if you want better than good enough results on your TapRooT smaller investigations, then use TapRooT. So we are happy you joined us today. If you want more information, you can go to our website at www.taproot.com. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you much. Bye.
Thank you.